Hey babes, I'm back with another YouTube video, and today I have this wonderful Your Nail Lab in a box, and I'm actually going to be working with this green polygel today. Now, last time I worked with polygel, it was horrible. Like, I really didn't know what I was doing, and I just was watching 1,001 videos, and I was like, why can't I get it? So today in this video, I will be showing you guys my improvement, and I hope that this does motivate you, even if you're not working with polygel, because y'all, my first time was horrible. Now, when I was first working with the polygel, I was kind of using it as if it was acrylic, and I feel like that's where I was messing up, and I was trying to do it in 2 beads. So instead, this time I just placed one long piece of my polygel onto the nail, and right now I'm just gonna spread it out across the entire nail, no matter if it is lumpy. And then afterwards, I will make sure that this is smooth. Now, before, I was just bringing it down like it was acrylic. Like, I wasn't taking the time to make sure that all of the polygel was covering the nail before starting to make this smooth. Now, very lightly, I'm going to start to make this whole nail smooth. And honestly, I felt like I could have been even lighter, because I always had to remove polygel at the end. Now, I really didn't watch too many polygel videos, but I don't recall them having to remove so much polygel at the end of the nail tip. And y'all, I'm still learning, you know, I'm still getting the gist of everything. So I'm definitely proud of how these came out, even though I did waste a lot of polygel. Even the cuticle area looks much better than before. At the end of this video, I'm going to actually show you guys what my first time looks like compared to now. Now that this is all finished, I will be curing this for about 60 seconds, and I'll be moving on to the next nail. Also, while we are all here, I did want to remind you guys to not give up. I've been having a lot of messages regarding building clientele and why is everything so slow for me at the moment, why are my clients not coming back. Y'all, your time will come when you are fully booked. Things happen. Like, even with me right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say the past 2 months I haven't been getting booked like I normally do. And I will sit here and I'll be like, yo, what's going on? Like, is it me? Am I working too slow? Are their nails not lasting? Like, what is it? And at first, you know, I was super upset about it. And then I was like, you know, on my spare time, I could make press-ons, I could push out more YouTube videos, I could just do other things, since at the moment I'm not getting booked as fast as I normally do. Also, posting has a lot to do with this, guys. You need to make sure that you're posting on Instagram at least once a day. Now, at first, it sounds like a lot, but back when I was posting once a day, back when I was posting twice a day, y'all, I used to post all the sets I did, and I did 3 sets a day. So back when I was doing that, I swear I was getting booked like 2 days after I was like posting my bookings. And I was like, okay, like, what's this about? But now, since I haven't really been posting as much, I noticed that my bookings, you know, book up a lot slower. And now that I know that, I can correct that. But it can be many other things that could be the cause for you not being, you know, booked. And there's also nothing wrong with that. Also, sometimes people just don't have the money. Maybe by coincidence, a lot of your clientele, you know, just didn't have the extra money to get their nails done this month. Like, you really do never know. So you don't always want to just put the blame on you. So just kind of, you know, check to see what you can do better. And if you feel like you are doing everything right, just continue to promote yourself, build your brand, practice, and do what you got to do to put yourself out there. I just wanted to be honest with you guys to kind of just, motivate you guys. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like every month I'm just crazy booked. Now, there has been months where, like I said, I was getting booked in like 2-3 days. But as of recently, that hasn't been happening. And I'll get discouraged for a moment. But then I'll be like, look, I know my work is good. I know my nails last long. And every once in a while, I do text some of my clients just to, see how everything is going with their nails. I really am proud of how these nails are coming out so far, though. I really don't think I'd ever offer polygel as a service just because you can't remove it with acetone. Like, I actually really don't like that. But I would love to continue to practice with it and maybe try some different styles, designs, and maybe some other brands as well. I did also want to remind you guys that I am curing each nail between the applications. So this is what they're looking like at the moment. Much better than before. So right here, I'm just removing the tacky layer off of these polygel nails using my 180 grit buffer. I had decided to seal the cuticles using my sanding band because it just felt weird using my 5-in-1 bit to do this. I could have been tripping, but it just felt a little odd. So I decided to use my sanding band. So here I'm just going around in the cuticle area, and afterwards I will be using my 180 grit file to shape the side walls. I also feel like I made the bottoms of these nails a little too thick. Like, they were very, very thick. Once I'm finished filing all of my nails, I'm using my 180 grit buffer to remove all of the scratches that I made when I was using my 80 grit file. Today for my rhinestones, I will also be using MAKARTT's Diamond Gel. I've been talking about this diamond glue, y'all. I definitely love them for my pixie crystals because it holds really well. Now, normally I don't use them for my gems just because I use my Zulay Bling Glue, but I don't know why, because it holds it just as well. So I definitely do recommend, especially for pixie crystals and larger stones and charms. Once I'm finished placing my small caviar beads into this gel, I will be curing this for 60 seconds and I'll start doing my 3D flowers. Now, since spring is approaching, I do plan on dropping a separate 3D flower video where I'm going to show you guys how to do multiple 3D flowers. So let me know if you guys are interested in that down below. After doing this, I did also end up using those gold charms that's next to my hand, using my diamond gel. Like I said, I love the diamond gel when it comes to charms and larger stones. So you guys, this is all that I have for y'all today. I do really appreciate you guys watching this video. It was much shorter than my other videos, but I am extremely happy that I got much better with this polygel. So if you did enjoy this video and would like to see more polygel videos in the future, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys in my next YouTube video.